So for today's video, there's a few things that I want to test to decide if I want to declutter them, and then also a random number generated picks the rest of my makeup. So the first thing that I'm going to be applying is this Saint Cosmetics. I already put it on this side. I'm trying to decide if it's too dark. I think it is, but I love it so much that I really don't want to declutter it, but now I kind of have someone who could potentially take it. I've held on to it for a very long time because I had no one to really take it off my hands, and I didn't want to just toss it. But this is what the shade looks like for the shade Porcelain. And for comparison, this is Item Beauty Concealer that I'm trying to use up in the shade 110. And it's like a pretty good match for my face, so you can see how much darker it is. But at the same time, I feel like I can get away with it, but also like if I have someone to give it to, I'd rather just do that. I just took my nail polish off and it was like a dark brown color, so now my nails look so disgusting. This is my absolute favorite makeup brush, blending brush. I saw it one time on QVC for $15 with a Tarte product, which is insane. So this foundation has really, really good coverage. It's also insanely just, I wish I can get it like a really good depiction of what it looks like. It is extremely skin-like. It's so beautiful. It doesn't crease. It almost like self-sets. It's almost not tacky at all. It's hard to tell through the screen, but it is a bit darker than my neck, and I think as it oxidizes, it'll be worse. I think, like, truthfully, I wouldn't go out in public with it being such an obvious, you can even tell right here where I didn't blend it, it's like still really light. So like I don't think I would go out in public with a shade this much darker than my neck, so I think that's enough for me to sadly declutter it. And also, no one talks about the Saint Cosmetics. I don't know why, maybe why they're not as popular, but they're really high quality and really good products. This Item Beauty Concealer has awful packaging. Until I used a bunch of it up, every single time I closed it, it would like seep out of the package. It was so annoying to constantly have to clean that up, but it's a nice concealer for sure. The shade Lighter in this Saint Cosmetics company brand, I think it's Porcelain, so it's way too pink and too light for me. And if there was something just a tiny bit lighter, like half a shade, that would have been exactly what I need, but they don't have that. So I powdered a little bit on my lids and under the eyes, and then the rest I'll powder after I finish the rest of the face products. Okay, so next I'm gonna post the random number generated screen. The first bronzer that the random number generator picks for us is the e.l.f. Primer Infused, and I have it in the shade, oh, it says, my label says Primer Infused Blush in the shade Forever Sunkissed. Is that supposed to be a bronzer? I don't know. The second one it chose is the Flora Remedia, very different bronzer. I think they only had honestly one color. It's called a bronzer wand. This is an Australian product that took forever to ship, but it has like super clean ingredients. And whenever I apply makeup, I pretty much always combine blushes, bronzers, and mascara, so I'll do 2 of each one. This is an extremely pigmented product. Like, that's insanely dark. So what I like to do is just tap it on the brush, and I like to do it on the Real Techniques buffing brush. Like, I try not to tap even that much. This is gonna be enough for both cheeks, I think. Actually, I forgot with cream products, I love this brush. It rounds everything and blends everything so well. All right, once I add the blush, if I need more bronzer, then I'll go in with the e.l.f. one. It's a lot lighter coverage and easier to manipulate a look because it's so sheer coverage. For the blush, the random number generator picks for us the Peak blush. This I've never seen before. The only reason I have is because it came in a subscription box, but I don't mind it. I'm using both of these brushes came in an Amazon set of 15, which I'll link down below. These two are my favorite brushes from the set, and honestly, the thing the set is like $15 or $17. These two brushes alone are worth the whole set. Okay, I feel like this looks fine. I'm not gonna be going in with the Alpha bronzer on top. Now for the eyeshadow, the random number generator, the first shade. So I do this either like I can force myself to use every shade that the number generator chooses, or I can go off of the first color that it chose. Like whatever inspires me the most, I use it just because I get indecisive and don't know what color to start with. So the first color that it chose for us is Profesh in this tartiest palette. This was I think one of my very first palettes. Is super old, but this is what the shade looks like. And then what I decided is what I'm gonna do is just pair it with another shade in the same palette called Glam, and just do a very basic look. I actually decided to go in with a little bit of a darker shade in the corners, so I'm gonna go in with the color Vamp. All right, so the eyeshadow look is done, and next I'm gonna go in with an eyeliner. This is another product that's on the declutter shopping block. I think I remember it transferring, and I just want to get rid of it if it does transfer. Okay, I didn't bring my sharpener down, so I'm gonna have to make do with this very horribly thick eyeliner, but that's okay. Let's see what I can accomplish with it. And then by the end of tonight, if it smudges or transfers, then I definitely want to just get rid of it. By the way, this is the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen. It is very silky and smooth for sure. But it already transferred to my bottom lashes, which is annoying. It got so dull that it was hurting my other eye, so I am just going to sharpen it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I accidentally made that way too thick, but it's not a bad line. I'm gonna even this one out now, make it a little thicker. Okay, that is extremely creamy and silky though, 100%. If it wouldn't transfer, I would 1000% keep this, no questions asked, but I'll see if it ends up transferring. But for my brows, I'm gonna quickly go in with the e.l.f. brow pencil in neutral brown. Before I do the mascara, I'm gonna do my lips. The random number generator chose the Well People in the shade Optimist, and it's a pretty dark lipstick. I almost never use it, but let's use it. I don't really wear dark lips because I get self-conscious that the lipstick will like go around my mouth, because that happened once and it was so embarrassing. I had like pink lip stain all over my mouth, so that was not a fun day. That's a really pretty color, and that makes my teeth look white. It's definitely on the drier side, like it's not as nourishing as the 100% pure lipsticks that I use, but it's a really pretty color, especially if you put a gloss on top. So I really like these, and I get it at Target. Okay, finally, the random number generator chose the mascara, the L'Oreal one first, and then I always mix mascaras, so I also ran it again and it picked this other one, but I'm gonna try to only use this one. This even has a primer, so I'm gonna try to actually use it with the primer And then if I need a little bit of something else, I'll go in with this other one. But let's see how this goes. Whenever I use this mascara, I never use the primer. I don't know if it's useful. So my lips are feeling insanely dry. I keep lip glosses everywhere around like my house and car, so I have this one that I'm gonna put on top. It's from Candy Paint, I think, or half caked, and it's just their clear. I don't want to get the tube super dirty, which it's gonna get dirty, but. And this gloss is actually super thick. I don't like how it tastes. It tastes like really sweet candy, but I'm just gonna use it up. But I love that if I use it at night, my lips, I'll still have lip gloss on my lips in the morning. So I really, if my lips are feeling dry or chapped, I just love having something very, like, even, I don't care if it's sticky, just something nourishing on my lips. There's one layer. It's good, but I would definitely prefer more than that. Wow, this white primer really makes it hard to cover if you put too much on. I'm going in with the second layer. Yeah, okay, so this one you can't really apply too many layers once it dries. I should have done one eye at a time, but that's not bad. My eyelashes in this eye definitely have more curl, as you can tell. It's so obvious, but that's okay. I've learned to just get over it because sometimes it makes me so frustrated. Overall, I love this look. I think I might do something really similar to Christmas service on Sunday. I'll definitely keep you updated if the eyeliner is going to end up smudging or transferring. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.